given document purpose, and then they have given the team members, who are the team members, okay, who are offshore and on-site, everything they are given. High level project scope, what is inside your project that you are only testing, what is out of scope. This scope and in scope, out of scope will be only decided after meetings and discussions with your SMEs and your project team members for your testing. So just make that you are doing. Then you will have a project artifacts. Artifacts in the sense what is when. So project charter, do not about use project charter, you may not have for some of the project requirements. So requirement document, you just have to hyperlink here, okay, just in your Word document, just click on hyperlink, access that document and click on hyperlink. This also you will do when you create the test plan, do it for your practice, so you'll see. And then technical architecture document, if they have any project architecture document, just keep it as here. Project schedule, this is about the project timeline. They will have a project level timeline, you have to go about project level timeline, okay. Testing schedule, you have to, your test manager will give you the timeline, okay, when your testing will start. So project timeline will be prepared like this, okay. Let's say for us, we started on 18th of May, so it will be 18th of May, okay. On 19th, what is deliverable, your test plan document will be deliverable. On 20th, what is deliverable. Likewise, they create a total roadmap of your test timeline, okay, when it started and what are your, along with your deliverable, when you are giving your project sign off, okay, you give a project sign off till the date you give your timeline. So in between this, you have UAT, you have your system testing completed, whatever the cycles and rounds of testing has to be completed in your timeline, okay. We'll prepare one timeline too. Test planning execution track not required. Assumptions we'll discuss, risk and mitigations we'll discuss, dependencies all also will discuss. So in there, it is their different project. In their project, they are doing unit testing, system integration testing, they are doing smoke testing. What is the meaning of smoke testing? What is the entry and exit criteria for smoke testing? Because when you will accept the build and do some smoke testing, what is the exit criteria, that when you will, that build will come out of your smoke testing, and when you will go for system testing, that you have to understand, okay. So like what is, like, let's read out what they have written. Requirement traceability matrix is given, your test planning tracking document has been baseline, do not go in detail. I'm saying, like, let's say smoke testing, right? So smoke testing, when you will start smoke testing, the build is available with all the P1 scenarios working absolutely fine, okay, and the build has been deployed to the QA environment. This is when you will enter to smoke testing. How will you exit? If all the P1 scenarios are working fine and the system and the build looks stable, then you can exit. So that can be your one of the exit scenario. And your basic functionality and UI should be in the working condition. All the user roles, if there is any user role, then all the user roles should be available. You should have respective test data prepared. Then you can exit and start your system testing, because your smoke testing is done. So in your smoke testing, write the objective of your smoke testing, and then what is your entry and exit criteria for smoke testing. What is the entry criteria for system testing? Your smoke testing has to be completed, okay. QA manager should sign off for smoke testing, okay. QA manager should approve that, okay, smoke testing has been completed. Test data for system testing must be available for testing, okay. All the test cases which is required are been designed, okay, and been uploaded to that respective tool, whatever tool we are using. Access to the tool should be available to all the team members, okay. And the scope of the smoke testing has to be defined. If you are not doing blindly anything in your system testing, your scope has to be defined, then you are going up and doing system testing. What is the exit criteria? Just for example, all the test case for system testing must have been executed and pass as per the pass fail criteria decided with the project team. Any known critical or major severity defects should be resolved before this system testing, this build goes to the UAT, user acceptance testing, because everything has to be resolved. Because when you give UAT, you should go at least like with very minimal bug, like 0.0002% bug. Any product is not 100% bug free, that's what I'm telling, minimal bug, okay. all the showstopper. Critical also is called showstopper sometimes. Showstopper, critical, severe bugs, major defects has been fixed and retested, and with a closed status, which has been closed, these bugs have been closed. Okay. TPM or test manager provide a written justification including the plan to address or any updates required. Okay, this has to be signed up, then you exit. Now UAT for now let's not concentrate on UAT. They are doing performance testing, DR testing we are not doing, security testing we are not doing. Okay, this is not required for us. Scope, right? For individual modules, for flower module, what is in our scope? For Windows like wedding mandap, what is in our scope? For other module, what is in our scope? Has to be functionality description has to be given, so that it include on this only this I am testing. Okay, this I am not testing. Functionality covered in automation integration, we are not doing automation, forget about it. Report testing we are not doing. Now test case development, design flow diagram. So test case design flow diagram is like how you are doing. It is not mandatory to have, it is optional. You can have, you cannot. I'll show you this how this looks. Okay. So types of testing, test execution detail. Can everybody mute? So system testing, smoke and system testing. So what are the types of testing and text execution details? Smoke and system testing. On smoke, what is your goal and what is your doing? So here yours, what is your type of testing? In smoke, what is your focus? You can include, because we are already including in the up. It is not required to include here, but it is an additional thing if there is anything else you are doing. Okay, let's not put it here. How the testing will be completed? For them, they are doing both manual and automation. That's why they have two sections. But for us, only we are doing manual for now. So we will have only manual sections. We are not doing automation.